You like my dumpsters are
On fire,
on fire today.
as they should be. It's budget season.
It is budget season. Holy fucking shit.
So what are we doing and who are we screwing?
Hi. You're too fucking perky. I need more coffee.
I
It's
have my Muppet glass.
oh,
Do you
fuck.
remember this?
Oh my God. I do. Guess what I got because I indulged. That is awesome. Hang on 1 second.
It's because, child of the 80s, have to have my great Muppet caper glass.
So we are clearly having a Muppet themed kvetch today because I was reminded of something a few weeks ago about something from my childhood, and I was really sad I didn't have it any longer because I loved it. I saved up for it. I think I was 13 or 14 when I bought it, and I found it on eBay, and I'm like, that's too much money. Then I got a suggestion say for another one for $32, and I'm like, I can afford $32 or
Mhm.
whatever plus shipping.
Aw!
Animal. Watch this.
Where did you
His
find that?
eyebrows blink.
Why
So
are you not using that for your meetings?
I just well, it's because he doesn't have a blue shirt for IT, but he does have blue pants. I love that he has like blue sweatpants. Anyway,
You should
so
use them at PSEP.
I should.
Uh-huh.
Your co-host, Kip and Nomo. Anyway, so I love that I was able to get that because I loved that fucking puppet. Um, and that's a wrap.
All right,
Well,
bye.
thanks for joining us. We this has been Muppet Talk with Kip and Kat.
It's a very important topic, actually.
It kind of is because I feel like we're living in unreality right now.
Well, and also, I mean, I could go on about, like, what the Muppets actually symbolize for a lot of people, but I don't know. What should we jump into the mayor, his budget proposal, and then the crappy little newsletter email he sent out?
Yeah, that's a good start. I mean, I do want to acknowledge something that I saw really thoughtful before we jump into the mayor stuff. It's sort of related, but I want to acknowledge what happened at Multnomah Athletic Club
Okay.
because I pick on Mac a lot and deservedly so, right? It's where the movers and shakers go to sweat and do deals, right? But there was a good conversation in, it might have been KGW or Oregonian, I was reading this morning, where I believe officer with the PPB named Silverman, always a quality last name, with the behavioral health unit was talking about the person that drove his car into the Mac Club with propane tanks and homemade pipe bombs and blew himself up. But thankfully, it was 3 o'clock in the morning where nobody was there, so nobody else was hurt. But for the last 5, 6 years, the Portland police had multiple calls on his mental health, have taken guns away from him twice, and the challenges of getting this guy help because they know he needed help. His neighbors called, family needed help for him, and he wasn't able to get it. And it's a very sticky freedom issue of being able to commit somebody temporarily or for treatment. But the fact that there were so many incidents going on, they started talking about we need to revisit this
Mhm.
because this never should have happened and the tools aren't available to help people who desperately need it. And I think that goes a perfect segue into the budget because the budget austerity measures yet again are cutting back on public safety and things that will help mitigate issues of people with mental health challenges or people who need community support from unarmed police officers and public safety officials. There's just a lot in there. There's 38 positions being cut from the PPB staff, and that's like their entirety of their unarmed group that goes out into the community to help with things. It seems bonkers to me because then you're going to have to send your armed people out and you're not going to have enough people to handle all the different things. And then you're just going to spend even more money in overtime. None of it makes fucking sense to me.
It makes sense for the people who are gonna get the overtime.
Yes, and overtime should be on a case-by-case approval rather than just automatically you get overtime. The May Day march, which had very, very little, if any, incidents, there was imagery of dozens of PPV in front of the ICE facility and the Tesla dealership.
Yes, and
Uh,
they arrested a few people, but that wasn't until later.
Yeah, it is very minor. So they were out in force, and God only knows how much overtime that cost us. Having a phalanx of officers at the ready as a wall between facing the public seemed very odd,
They
and doesn't.
always face you know that.
Yeah, and we have seen improvements over the last several months of how protests are being handled, and this seemed to be just a backslide to me.
Well, and I
Um,
have to wonder if some of that was to prevent the, DHS officers at that facility from deploying any chemical weapons.
I like to think that that came into the equation, that if you have a bunch
I
of
would
cops
assume so.
standing there, that they're hopefully less likely to start lobbing
Right,
chemical weapons because the temporary stay got lifted and then
right.
put back in, then lifted again, or whatever the fucking status is.
The problem
I
is there's
hadn't
so
thought of
many
that, but
variables
I
at
like
play.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's a
No.
lot of variables at play, especially when you're trying to figure out whose safety, like
Yeah.
majority safety, who, the people who live down there, the folks who are protesting. Some may get arrested, some may actually get injured and tackled, but is that better than gassing
Mhm.
city blocks? And perhaps that was the things at play. And
I
that's
think that's
how
a
I
great
kind of view
I
it.
hope that's a wonderful rationale that I hadn't considered.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
very,
sorry,
very
I
hard.
apologize to the PPP for not giving them the benefit of the doubt. But that is actually another great segue into city council last week, and Councillor Canal and, Murillo's, ordinance for right to know on,
Who's policing you?
anti-masking, who's policing you, not just anti-masking, but, also being able to know who the officer is and that they have to provide you information and proof for who they are, and a PB's job is to show up and ask. It was a really interesting conversation, I thought. I did testify,
Mhm.
I didn't say use drop bunch of F-bombs, although it was really hard not to, because I was pretty upset that there was a lot of waffling about, and we'll get back to the mayor, I'm sorry, that's just top of mind, but a lot of waffling about, "Well, this might be legally challenging and da 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 da, and it's not perfect," and all these other things. I'm like, "Who the fuck cares? It's something, it's a start." I got really, really angry, especially with Steve Novick, who I generally like a lot, who was throwing a lot of his legal he has a great legal mind, but he's trying to pull apart something that then his points were largely irrelevant.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. The details are important, but the fact that we have to do something rather than nothing is better is a better plan. And yes, is it going to be challenged legally? Who knows? Everything's fucking challenged legally. Have the wherewithal, have the backbone and spine to say we don't fucking care. We're going to take it to court and we'll go up as high as we need to.
And we've seen similar ordinances passed in other places, so we know that it has merit and it can work.
Yes.
Is it gonna get challenged there too? Absolutely. Has it been? Absolutely. Are some of them still moving forward? 100%. The thing about Novik, yeah, he's a lawyer. Yeah, he's been on city council before. He's easily swayed by whoever's lobbying him, and he's
Mm,
very risk adverse. He's very
mm,
afraid to be that progressive guy who's gonna stick his neck out on the line.
mm.
He wants to
Okay.
play it safe and kinda maintain a status where it's like, "Yeah, let's move the needle 1 millimeter when we're all asking to move it a centimeter."
That's frustrating because yeah,
Well, yeah.
you want folks to, and I think in my testimony, I said, "Don't fucking be" well, I didn't say fucking. "Don't be fucking cowards." Damn it, I did it again. Don't be cowards.
But he is.
That makes me sad because the people you have pointed out before I did my testimony. You gave me some pointers. I appreciate that. That the people who had the most amount of questions or were opposed to it have, very little skin in the game,
Yep.
and they don't understand the day-to-day ramifications of living while, uh, brown or Asian
Yeah.
in this
It's
society right now.
and on a federal level, it's the same people who question, why should we have abortion pills mailed? Why
Right.
should we allow for third trimester abortions? You
Yeah.
don't have difficult pregnancies. Maybe
No.
you should shut the fuck up.
Yep, exactly. I hate that there's this short-sightedness that because I don't see the clear and present danger to myself or my family,
There must not be.
I can't even relate to the fact that somebody else might be feeling it.
Right.
I just, like, don't understand that, and I understand that's the core disease of this society we live in.
Oh, it
Um,
absolutely is. I mean, some people don't care about gay rights until their child comes out as gay, or they don't care about Black Lives Matter until maybe they're dating some. And it's like, I get that because some things are just blind spots to folks, but it's also, you want to live in a village, you have to work for the people in that village, and it's not always going to benefit you.
there are other human beings that are impacted, whether you think it's a serious or not, even if it's like that whole, well, even 50% of people on welfare are cheating, and I'm like, "Well, no, it's 5%," but, even if it was 50% of people, or maybe it was a food stamp argument, I forget, but if it's 50% of people are cheating on food stamps and you wanna limit food stamps and make them harder to get, you're fucking over the other 50%. So,
And what percentage of people are
who
cheating on their taxes or
who
cheating at their
oh, well,
job?
that's different
Who's
because you
doing insider
earned that
trading?
money clearly,
Oh, clearly.
clearly. No, I fucking hate that. It's like, because of X, we have to do Y, and
Mhm.
I'm like, "Yeah, but what problem are you solving? And whom are you hurting most? Is it the 10% of possible cheats, 5%, less? Or do you just really wanna couch your hatred for people who are struggling in this stupid fucking argument?"
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's the same exact mindset.
yeah, well, it's that argument of don't give that homeless person a
Mm.
dollar, they're just gonna spend it on alcohol, and it's like, what were you gonna spend it on?
Yeah, right, exactly. You're just gonna buy drugs.
And it's like, "But he's gonna buy drugs," and it's like, "And?"
Yeah, I
Okie
mean,
dokie.
if you're really concerned about it, buy that person some good drugs,
Yeah, be like, "I will buy you your beer, what would you
you
like?" Or,
know?
"I will buy you your pot, what would you like?" I don't know,
Sarah
but anyway.
Silverman tells a story about, somebody who she ran into in front of a weed shop who was just, like, garbage to her and just mean and, like, violent almost, and then she found out that he couldn't afford what he came in to pick up, so
Mhm.
she asked if she could buy him some weed, and he was like, "Would you do that for me? I was just an asshole to you." She's like, "Yeah, everybody needs weed, man." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And they became friends in the parking lot. Anyway, buy people, so
No.
moral of the story, buy people weed, or in Kat's case, a power bar
A latte would definitely be nice.
latte.
Yes,
Buy Kat a latte.
yes.
So
Actually, I could use many lattes. It's been a really Jesus Christ.
it has been really a yes.
God damn. I did not yell at any cars lately, just FYI, but, I was driving on 26 yesterday, and I was watching a Tesla that was in front of me, and I don't know if the person was driving it, just because of
Yeah,
the way it was going,
probably
and it
on
was and it was doing
autopilot.
this perfect speed limit, and it was doing this other thing, and it was staying perfectly in the lanes, it looked very automated. And I was like, "So what happens if somebody cuts in front of it? What happens if something flies up off the road or off the back of a truck in front of it?" And then this motorcycle person came zooming by and didn't cut in front of it, but got in front of it, and the Tesla just put on its brakes. We're all doing 45, 50.
Yeah.
There was no reason to actually slow down like that.
Yeah,
And I'm
just
like,
let
"Oh,
up
this
on
is
the
gonna
gas
cause
a little bit.
accidents."
Yep, it is, yeah. They just approved, I think, or Waymo applied to be able to put their driverless cars around Portland,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "I am sorry, the most astute driver in Portland can't navigate these fucking streets. Do
No.
not put a $500,000 auto taxi in the middle of a bunch of weed stone drivers that are waving it on because they're at a four-way stop. You put 4 Waymos at a four-way stop sign with the Portland algorithm, and traffic will stop for miles because no one will ever go.
You know that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But, oh,
Be
Jesus fucking Christ.
we're gonna deploy to Portland next week. Does everybody have the Portland Nice algorithm ready to go for the car? Like, yeah, it'll get confused on one-way streets. It won't be able to go down Ankeny because it's only 1.5 lanes wide,
Mhm.
and four-way stop signs will kill everything. Perfect, let it go.
It'll get
Smooth.
lost because it
Oh,
won't
yeah,
know what to
Ladd's
do.
Edition, that'll be fucking hysterical to just go around in circles for days. Like, kids will jump on and ride it like a merry-go-round.
Anyway.
I can't get out. No one no one can program for Ladd's Edition. It is unless you're drunk and bicycling for the Ladd's 500,
Oh,
there
yeah.
there's no escape from Ladd's Edition.
Maybe that was the point.
Um,
What
anyway.
if that's the Hellmouth?
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, totally. I'm so disappointed about, Buffy not getting the reboot.
I know.
I hope somebody else picks it up. Or if I just win the fucking Powerball, I'd fund it.
That's not happening. You have to play the Powerball.
I once in a while,
Oh, it's gonna have to be more than once in a while.
back in Occupy days, I think it's the first time it hit like 6 or $700 million, and I spent $20 on tickets. And I had a list on things that I was gonna do. First of all, everybody in the camps, they were gonna get a place to live. But second on that list, second, number 2, was all the white boys need drumming lessons
Oh, Jesus.
because all they do is walk around and drum out of time and
Yep.
wear cut off jeans and smell like patchouli and dirt. Well, same difference, patchouli and weed. Anyway, but yeah, they drumming lessons. You need drumming lessons if you're going to drum in public, period.
I mean, all the drumming lessons in the world might not help.
I don't drum because of this, right? Like, "Hey, join our drum circle." I'm like, "No, I like humanity."
Some
I mean,
people
I
just don't
don't.
have rhythm.
Yeah, everybody's an Elaine dancer or whatever that fucking scene is from
Sure.
Seinfeld. I
Oh,
fucking
there's
hate
a lot of that
Seinfeld.
too,
I hate Seinfeld.
but there is a lot of that.
Yeah, anyway, Herky anyway. But great segue back to well, I was trying to get to the whole testimony and city council thing to pull it back around to, the mayor's newsletter about the uniformed thugs that I explain this. Explain what you read because I'm still parsing it.
Oh, I will read it out for our
Oh, yeah, read
friends
it
here.
out loud. Yeah,
I will read it out.
maybe we can even throw it up as a flash for the video.
I can do that. Dear
Okay.
friends, I see a lot of familiar faces in City Council public testimony. No matter what the subject, the same lobbyists and special interests show up in the same t shirts. Their voices are heard by legislators. But what about yours? And I'll just stop it there. Apparently, there is a uniform. It's a t shirt. Everyone's wearing it. Everyone shows up like a little flock of seagulls and gives testimony. And he's very upset. And why is he upset? Because it's not the people he wants to stack on any sort of given ordinance or any
Yeah.
agenda item. Now,
Well,
we saw this years and years and years
yes.
where Renee Gonzalez, Ted Wheeler, fucking Mingus Maps would have invited testimony, and then it would be stacked with PBA and all these other people who have no skin in the game in Portland, or they don't even live in Portland. They just have a business here. People for Portland would stack it all the time. Now that it's actually people who want to engage in a government that they
Yeah,
voted for and they like their council and they want to keep seeing it be progressive. So
yeah,
there's more people who kind of align with our values testifying the mayor's fucking upset
yeah. Well, I to that point,
because he's a little bitch.
they didn't wear matching T-shirts, but Remember when Prosper Portland funding was up? There were, I don't know, 27 glowing reviews of Prosper Portland. All people have received money from Prosper Portland.
Mhm.
Yet, who front loaded that list? The thing that angers me more than just outright hateful racism and shit like that is intellectual dishonesty.
Mm.
Like, when you know better and you're making an argument anyway, the idea that, a bunch of guys generically, in DSA T-shirts are somehow manifesting all the time within a city council testimony as opposed to all the guys in business suits who were doing it previously
Yep.
is just intellectually dishonest. And it's not on all issues because I attend enough city council meetings or monitor them at least, or at least I did while I was unemployed, to know that it is a pretty diverse range of people who do show up. But if you have a hot topic and people have the ability to be there, and let's talk about that also, because that's a fucking privilege to be able to show up in the fucking afternoon.
Yep.
And it has almost always been business interests, developers, landlords, folks that have a
Retired.
particular retired people. They can send people to be paid to be there. It's part of their job to show up and say, I'm with family, Family Northwest or whatever the fuck it's called. And I oppose any kind of reasonable rent caps, right? Because why should we have to suffer? Why shouldn't the rent burden people who have to choose between utilities and food have not suffer, right? Fuck that noise. Anyway, it's just such an intellectually dishonest fucking thing. And I don't even agree with half the shit I heard from the DSA. What was my comment there? I'm going to get in
The
trouble for this,
HOA.
aren't I? HOA of lefty politics. I'm going to get in so much trouble for that. But they
The
still do some good work, and some of my best friends are DSA. Not really. People I know and really respect.
No, you
Not
know what?
really. No, mostly. No, I'm out. It's spiraling, isn't it? No, I appreciate a
DSA
lot of
is
what
not
DSA brings to the table,
DSA
but
is not the issue. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
DSA
I'm
is not
glad they
the issue
exist.
here. You guys are just so fun and easy to pick on.
I know. And like any group in Portland, it's going to run the stereotype of, oh, now they're crumbling. Oh, now they're not. Oh, now there's drama. Oh, this is a soap opera. Oh, hey, they organized right here. Every
Yeah,
org has these life cycles of waxing and waning. But this email from the mayor, one, laughable. Two,
yeah.
calm down. Are you afraid there's a gang coming at you and they're all going to wear red t-shirts? Or are you afraid it's the welcome home gang with the black t-shirts that say house the people? Does that instill terror while everyone else is wearing Portland solutions? The thing is that on a very serious level, this reminds me of all the states and cities now that are redrawing their district lines for voting ever since the Voting Rights Act got slammed. It's the same mentality of, oh no, those people
The
have
people we
suddenly
don't
gotten too
want
much
to
power.
show up. Yeah.
So let's take it back. Is the mayor going to somehow want to limit testimony times or do something else? What kind of influence he's going to say? He's like, we can't let those people talk. So now we have to make sure it's these people. Is there going to be an ordinance that asks for a 50-50?
It's interesting. You just reminded me of a conversation I had in college about civics and civics classes coming out of the 30s, 40s, and 50s, especially out of the 30s, 40s with fascism and rah-rah democracy and everything else. It's how government functions and works and what a democracy looks like were a mainstay of American public education. Then they started fading away in the 70s and 80s.
Mhm.
And why would that fade away? Because 60s and 70s, you saw people understand. You saw Abby Hoffman and Jerry Rubin show up to city council meetings and people running for office and all this other shit. I know Indivisible gets a lot of shit, and sometimes rightfully so, but they have done more to change the face of American democracy than any other movement in decades. The no king shit, before that, just showing up, saying, run for local office, be on your school board, run for township, whatever. Here's a toolkit to do so. it is a community civics lesson, and if you don't want people to engage in the system, then don't fucking be mayor. Don't get elected to something. This is how this shit that we keep saying this, democracy is messy. It's
Mhm.
unfair, it's complicated, and it's not always gonna give you the outcomes you want,
No.
but that's how it's supposed to work. As
No, and this
long
is and
as
this is one of those moments where I will actually give Ted Wheeler credit because as much as he was a pain in the ass and sometimes spineless, when most of the testimony leaned one way or most of things went in a direction that maybe he didn't agree with, he implemented it. There were ways where he was just like,
uh,
"Oh, well, everyone wants that or majority wants that, I'll do it."
yeah.
And he
Well,
didn't fuck it up. He would actually do it as true as he could.
that actually brings up a really good point. He was also accessible. He made
Somewhat,
himself accessible more so than Charlie Hales or Sam
except when
Adams.
he pepper sprayed the dairy dude.
Well, okay, he was at dinner, right?
And he was
Mm.
with Sam Adams, right? Wasn't
Oh, that's right,
wasn't
he
it
was,
Sam who fucked up recording?
that's probably Sam, but he was at dinner. I mean, I do feel like I struggle with this. I want Crispy Gnome, Gnome, to never be welcome in a restaurant everywhere, anywhere ever again, right?
Is
I
she
want
the
the
one whose husband got busted, like, dressing in women's clothing or something and putting his
yes,
number?
I think it was, yeah. Which I don't have anything against. You want to dress however the way you want. I don't judge or body shame, but those breasts were kinda ridiculous that he was
Well,
wearing.
also, every time they're going after something, it turns out it's because one of them does it and they have some self-hatred.
Yeah, well,
Is
Lindsey Graham,
Oh, right.
he is, I think what he thinks Trump has on him is the fact that he's probably not straight. And the thing he probably doesn't understand is, yeah, everybody has known that for years. It's fine. Just embrace it, dude, and stop supporting hatred. He's so far down that rabbit hole of hatred and vitriol.
Mhm.
He'll never pull himself back up. He'll never redeem himself to himself, much less the American people. But the shit he supports, it's got to be self-hatred. But that whole point is that Wheeler would go out in public. He would engage with the public pretty frequently. Wilson rarely does this.
He only seems to go to the night strike thing under the bridge once a week where they give out supplies to houseless folks. I don't know how long he stays. It's part of his "I'm a good person" shit, but then he turns around and does what he does, and it's like, okay, you're gonna potentially get rid of the firehouse in St. John's. So if there's a fire up there, uh, I don't know, Kip,
Let's talk about
do you have a
engine
bucket with
company.
water?
Let's talk about Engine Company 22 and the fact that the 3 or 4 bridges that connect us to the mainland are congested anyway,
Mhm.
and that if there is even a medium earthquake, it doesn't have to be a major one. Those structures are failing. I've mentioned this before, if I knock the houses over on the other side of me, two streets over, I could see the entire CI hub from my backyard,
Mhm.
which means any kind of major explosion or even better, JOP Wood Recycling has mountains of fucking pallets, mountains.
Oh, I know that place, yeah. Yep.
It's caught on fire 4
Yep.
times in a serious way since I moved in here. The very first time was my first week here, and I couldn't breathe. If there's another major fire, and for some reason one of the other nearby stations are readily engaged, it will take 20, 30 minutes longer for anybody to get over there, and it's literally an eighth of a mile from my house. It's inexcusable to even suggest austerity measures on public safety, period. There's no
And
excuse for it. Get rid of 5 senior administrators. Don't get rid of shit until you know you have to, because guess what? In July and August, they're going to start finding money again like they always fucking do, but you already fired everybody and you closed the fucking fire department.
yeah. And there'll be more emergencies and there'll be more problems. I mean, people have fires in their house. Sometimes people have gas leaks. And then when you're living in Portland, knowing that so many places have been heavy industry,
Yeah.
especially over along the waterfront on both sides.
Yep. St. John's is already a sacrifice zone. We have the auto wrecking, salvage thing down by, the St. John's Bridge that's finally getting shut down,
Yes.
but the neighbors have been complaining for years. We have Jop Recycling, we have Schnitzer Recycling, we have massive, massive trucks going down Lombard and Ivanhoe, every single
Yep.
fucking day. I have a air quality monitor in my backyard. I'm a few blocks from Lombard. It will spike during the day. It was all yellow the other day when we had cloud cover because all that pollution just hangs in the air here. We are a sacrifice zone.
And
And
isn't
you
it
wanna take away the
interesting?
fire department?
Right. And isn't it interesting that the Bybee Lakes homeless facility just happens to be in the middle of nowhere out there?
Yeah,
So if something catastrophic happened, aside from folks in St. John's and on the edge of where
no,
Columbia and Lombard hit, when it goes around the circle and all this
yeah.
other stuff by Kelly Point, guess who else is just goodbye?
Yeah, shit out of luck. Well, it was going to be prisoners, and they didn't matter, and now it's just a bunch of relatively sober, hopefully houseless people, because that's the bar to get in there.
High
They're not gonna
barrier.
matter either, but
Yeah.
also Kip's a pain in the ass, and he lives in St. John, so fuck him. Anyway.
All this talk about like Lindsey Graham and all that stuff, and it just made me think of Monty Python, the Lumberjack song.
Oh, yeah. I used to get in trouble in high school. Go figure. But
Really?
I was a theater kid's thespian troupe, 721, I think. Was it 721? I think it was. And, we would do a performance every year for teachers and county, education administrators, and my friends and I decided to do the Lumberjack song, and I was the lead singer somehow. I can't sing, but I was the lead singer, and the ending of it was not entirely planned, but I'm up there last because everybody else left, and I'm just standing there sad, and then my friend Jess, I'm gonna use his last name, fuck it, he doesn't care. Jess Edelstein walks up next to me and puts his arm around me and hugs me, and we walk off together, and at the same time, we had the idea we put our hands on each other's asses. Administration was not thrilled with this. If anybody wants a consensual hug and little butt grab, I'm open.
I thought we weren't gonna talk about butts again.
you br oh, I brought it up
You
again.
brought it
I
up. I
brought it
mean,
up.
I was gonna bring up allergies, but we didn't wanna talk about spooge either.
D so I'm all 9 of our listeners are gonna be Kip's the butt guy and Kat's the spooge person and
Who's really just done what male trees, male humans.
males. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't I mean,
Male. I'm tired of male.
it's just it's just
I
it's
don't need more
it's
advertisements.
nature, Cat, I'm feeling oppressed right now.
I
Help,
don't need everything
Monty
asking
Python,
me.
help, help, I'm being oppressed.
You should start a testimony with that one day.
I
Just
come in, "Oh, you're the king, are you? Well, who elected you king?"
yeah. I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for your king.
And he was a mud farmer, right?
Yep. Yep. They were just picking up actually, I think it was like manure and mud and just
Yeah,
throwing it into the wagon. So, yeah.
I did just get Criterion Collection. See, this is why it's a bad idea for me to be gainfully employed because I buy
You buy shit?
movies and old Muppets, but, Criterion Collection just released Life of Brian on 4K,
Oh, it's my Easter movie.
and it just showed up, so we'll have to do a Life of Brian. Um, "You can all think for yourselves. We can all think for ourselves."
And that is exactly what the mayor would like.
Come on, do better. Maybe that's our next slogan, is just do better.
My new slogan is no, I don't want to collab.
Like
And
that.
stop asking me.
I like that. How about just
Fuck that noise.
yep,
That also
you
works.
too can have a "fuck that noise" hat if you'd like one. I think it's on the website.
Can even change the font if somebody wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah, we can make it less gentle.
Yeah, you could
It
do
feels
the
like a gentle font. I
you could
wanted
do
I wanted something nice. I look terrible in a hat. You look good in a hat. Wait, that's from Caddyshack, like, "Oh, man, you walk in with this hat, they give you a free bowl of soup. Oh, but it looks good on you." Anyway,
Okay.
I love Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, you know what's on Netflix? Fletch.
Such a terrible movie, but it was
It's
fun.
fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious. It's so stupid.
That's
It's
why
like
it's so I mean,
I
it's kinda
love
like the
when
beginner of stoner movies, you know?
Chevy Chase rolls over to George Wendt, who's a drug addict on the beach, and drops down and goes, "It's me, Fletch. You don't know me." And George Wendt looks at him like, my pleasure, brother." Anyway,
It's like the beginner of stoner films, you know? It was
yeah.
like the first one, and then it kicked off a genre of. And
Oh,
Caddyshack also, it's like,
Caddyshack.
here's
Yeah.
a drunk here's what happens when everyone's kinda drunk.
Drunken on coke. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. So it's like,
there's,
oh,
like,
drug
so much
films.
cocaine. Yeah, I know too much trivia about Caddyshack, but, it was
I
Bill
rooted for
Murray
the
and
little
Chevy
gopher.
Chase's big reunion because they hated each other, and then they played off of each other and had a blast.
Because they were brilliant together. You stick them together and things happen. That was the thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when I was a little kid, I rooted for the little gopher.
He survived.
I know. Running through the tunnels?
Running through the tunnels, he
Yeah.
survived, and then after they blew up the fucking golf course, apparently the fireballs from the golf course, they shut down an airport nearby because they thought something was under attack because they were just bigger than anybody expected them to be, even the special effects guys. Isn't that amazing? I love
We
it,
need
I love
we
it.
need things like that actually in our daily, like, never
We
mind, it was a movie.
Yeah, no, seriously, that would be so amazing just to have more stupid shit happen that is funny and not hurtful.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm all for it. The stupid shit, the S&M stupid shit movement. No,
No, not
no,
S&M. No,
no,
no.
we're cutting that out clearly. I need more coffee.
Go get more
Um,
coffee.
anything else?
Mm,
There are listening sessions around the city, in each district. There's
you're
one
late.
coming up with District 4. Yeah, why weren't you aware of it anyway? Why aren't you being a good citizen?
Why are
I
you
think
listening to us for your calendar of events?
yeah, don't listen to us for your calendar events. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with
We don't
I
even know
can
what
barely
day it
keep
is
my own
sometimes.
shit together. I
We don't
think
know what
District
time it is. So
I know what time it is.
no,
It's time
not
for
all the
more
time.
coffee, motherfuckers. Hold on. No, District 4 is tonight, 6 to 8 at Chapman.
Okay.
Maybe we can push it out today. Nobody's gonna listen to it before 5 o'clock today. And that's okay.
No, all 9 of them? No.
Yeah, no.
One of them being Vicky Payne from Future Portland? No.
Does she listen?
I don't know. We're gonna have to, we'll see. Maybe if we keep
I
mentioning
hope
her name, she will say something one day as in,
I hope the
"Stop talking
people
about
who
me,"
really don't like us, listen.
like Pamela Fitzsimmons.
I don't know if she likes it. I don't know how she feels about me.
Oh,
I
we know
guess
how
we'll
she feels
find
about
out.
me.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair,
I'm
but
a anarchist attorney.
fair is what I'm saying. It's I like we live in the anarchist jurisdiction of Portland, Oregon. Why would you not have an anarchist family attorney?
I don't know, but Robert Taylor, man, he tried to upstage me.
Wait, what?
When Trump was calling us an anarchist, and then somebody else said something, and I was like, wait a minute. That means that Robert Taylor is the anarchist attorney for Portland because the mayor is, and I was like, how could that Eeyore of a man take my position?
Poor Robert.
No, not poor Robert.
No, poor Robert.
Give him pot. Let's see what happens.
No, he'll fall asleep. He needs that latte to
He
uh,
needs more clothes. He wears the same plaid button-down shirt and blue jacket over. It's like somebody told him one day, "Hey, that jacket from Dickies looks good," and he wears it at every fucking council meeting. And it's like he only has that and one suit.
I feel like I'm in no position to clothes shame anyone because I have T-shirts and I have Columbia sportswear collared
You
shirts.
have more than one.
I do have more than one.
You're
I
doing
have several
fine.
colors. So,
Yeah, it's like Robert Taylor only has 2 outfits. D.A. Vasquez only has 1 suit. It's like, are you guys okay? Is it
no, they're
because you can't
not.
wear your pajamas outside? You're just all
They're
fucked?
clearly not okay, and that's obvious. Any other heads up we should give people other than, well, no, one more thing. Kudos to Mayor Wilson for trying to get the public engaged and come to city council and testify. I recommend everybody start paying attention to the council agenda and find something you're passionate about and show up in a black T-shirt.
And bring your keyboard cookies.
Hey, look at the time.
Hey, gotta go.
Gotta go.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you
Progress
later.
Portland is also on Facebook and Instagram, and we have event listings and updates on our website, progressportland.org. There's a content form on our website if you'd like to help out or have questions or comments. Our theme music is by the Portland band Helvetia.